what's up, guys? This is Antonio Hitman Edwards here, coming at you again with another special video. We're going to share a special golden nugget tip today. I'm here with one of my fellow friends, Scott Jelinek. He's been in the business for 20 years. I mean, he's done, infinite deals. It's crazy how many deals he's done. And we're just sitting here, we're just drinking and talking and sharing some content with each other. And he's going to share a tip today. If you're selling one of your properties to the city and not go with their appraisal and go with the assessment. You want to share this tip, Scott?
Well, I was just we were just picking up a check today, $40,000 on a property that we sold to the city of Newport News. And a little tip I have, because I wish I had known this a couple years ago when I sold a property to the city of Norfolk, is that they will make you an offer and they will send you a contract for the appraised value of the property. Even if it's an eminent domain situation, they are required, if you counter, to give you the assessment. And I had a year or two ago sold a property for $230 to the city of Norfolk, where the city assessment was $330, and I had no clue about that. And in hindsight, I just recently learned this, and I counted an extra 20 grand on this one, and they accepted it with no problem. And it's a regret of mine that I didn't know this little tip a few years ago, so I just wanted to make sure that we share it.
Absolutely. So kind of walk us through this deal. So you're saying instead of going with the city's appraisal on the property, you go with their assessment, and they'll buy off the assessment of the property. Is that correct?
What I found out later, unfortunately, is that they will take either the appraisal or the assessment, whichever's higher. Okay. But they will only offer you the appraisal. You have to know enough to counter with the assessment.
Okay. So just briefly walk us through this $40,000 deal of the check we just picked up here.
This was a property that actually I originally was buying as a rental, a townhouse in Newport News. I picked up for $16,000, and the city was interested in it before I bought it, but they couldn't close as quick as the bank wanted to sell it for. It was an REO, and so we closed on it, put a tenant in it, and it's been producing for us. And then we got a letter in the mail from the city stating that they were buying up that neighborhood, and if we had interest, to check off yes, and if we check yes, then to pick an appraiser, and they will do an appraisal and send us a contract. They sent us out a contract, and it appraised for $56,000. Okay. And luckily, I had just learned this tip from a friend of mine, and he told me about the assessment thing. And I counted back at city assessment, which was $78,400, and they accepted it readily and set it for closing. We just closed on it yesterday.
Absolutely. Just show them the check. So
I need a dollar, that's what I
want to see proof or something. But this is a $40,000 check. I don't know if you can see that. Bad boy here, nice little 40 grand check here, as you can see. So the kicker here, from what I'm seeing, Scott, is that you have to close on this property first.
Yeah, you can't wholesale to the city. Yeah, you have to, at least as far as I know, you can't wholesale to the city. This is a property you own. Okay. Because they make the offer to the owner.
Gotcha. So guys, this $16,000, Scott, he bought the property first before the city can buy it for him. So he didn't assign a contract or anything like that. He had to take title first. Is that correct? All right, so anything else you want to share with anybody looking at this video here?
Again, I love selling to the city, but it's hard to make a business plan around it because you have to know the areas that they're buying. I do try and follow them as closely as I can where they're buying properties, because then we know we can buy in that area with a plan to sell to them. But, however, I will never buy a property with the sole intention of selling to the city. I make sure the property stands alone on its own merits, because, in fact, if they don't buy it, you don't want to be stuck with something you bought with the sole intention of selling to them. And that's about it. That's about all I can share on it.
Anybody out here, anybody that haven't done their first deal yet, and if they're out there looking and they're a little discouraged, any type of mindset nugget you can give them that just to stay at it, or anything you can share with that?
Well, I don't like to be a rah, get your mind right, but but really, if you don't have your mind right, there's no point in getting up in the morning. There's no point in doing this business. You have to have your mind right. There's going to be ups and downs, and you got to make sure you keep your mind steady. Okay.
All right, so I'm here with Scott. I'm actually have 2 checks I'm picking up right now myself.
Gotta love this business.
Yeah, you gotta love this business. I mean, it's very lucrative, and you just gotta stay at it and work hard. It is some work you gotta put into it. Don't let nobody tell you that this is you can flip a house from a beach with glasses on, or you still gotta go out there and make things happen and have a system. I think that's the key thing. And I appreciate you, Scott, for sharing that tip with us, and we'll see you in the next video.
Nice talking to you.
All right.
I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, well, I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, said I need a dollar, that's what I need. And if I share with you